What's up, everybody? I am Erica, and I am here to watch The Glory episode 15. So it is just 2 episodes left, 15 and 16. Um, it's been a while. Life been lifing for me. So in episode 14, I believe Mayong's body was officially discovered. It was dumped by Dong-Yoon's paid Avengers. They dumped it at the abandoned part of the school where Ho-Si, I believe that's the girl that was pushed off the building. That's where her body was found. So Dong-Yoon talked to the police detective that was investigating Mayong's body, and she was basically like, listen, this is number 2. The first one, I gave y'all some evidence. It mysteriously disappeared. Also, there was a lighter. There was a lighter that was found next to her body. It was never tested for DNA, but you leave DNA when you use it. I believe when the girl's body was found, the police just assumed that it was the girl who died, Ho-Si's. I do not know if that's really her name, but we're going to figure that out. So it was just, they associated with her since it was next to her body. And so Dong-Yoon was telling the detective, like, hey, man, that's really not the case. I guess she kind of knew the girl and knew she wasn't a smoker, but she knew that Youngjian was. And she knew who pushed the girl because her phone, Youngjian's phone started ringing. So we got to see what actually happened to the girl. And Youngjian, after the girl fell off the building, was pushed. Let's be clear, she was pushed. Then her mom was calling, like, you didn't even show up to where you were supposed to be. Typical teenager. And so that phone ringtone, which you could tell it was a long time ago because I don't even use a ringtone anymore. Anyway, she knew that ringtone. So she knew who was up there. One person dead on the ground. The phone ringtone of the person who was bullying me and her is at the top. So, I mean, there's only one conclusion of what happened. Sarah, yeah, she is done with Youngjian, and she has on her old cell phone footage right before the girl died of Youngjian bullying her. That is terribly incriminating, in my opinion. So let's just see how this plays out. Things are definitely heating up in their world with Dr. Boyfriend and Dong-Yoon. I really want some real happiness, some real healing, actually, for both of them. They both need it. And, you know, Dr. Boyfriend, he tried therapy and told the therapist, like, man, listen, what you doing is not working for me. He fantasizes about killing the man that killed his father, to the point now I think he is trying to play out his fantasy. He is trying to get hired at that particular prison where the killer is located, and I believe he's going to kill him. He's going to try his best. So I would love a happy ending for them. I think they both deserve it. I think they deserve each other in a positive way. I mean, yeah, they are enabling each other to a certain extent. I mean, he is her Avenger in a lot of ways. I don't know if everything that she is doing right now would be able to happen without his help. Buying that funeral home or mortuary, that would not have been able to happen without him. You know, getting Youngjian under anesthesia, under the propofol, and saying, you know, what happened to Mayong, that would not have happened without him. So he is a valuable part of her plan, and he is healing to her. There's somebody for him to care for. So I really hope a good ending for them. So please like, comment, subscribe. and trying to get to 300 subscribers. So if you could help me out, that would be great. Yeah, but the Glory episode 15 starts now. What does she see? Oh, that's when she found the nameplate.
그 폐 건물 옥상 말이야. 기억나지? 넌 뭔데 여기 있니? 죽은 년이 왜 여기 있어? 온 몸은 불자국이고 머리통은 다 깨져서 죽은 년이 왜 여기 있어?
Listen, she is acting, okay? She is putting on a show. Are they all on this? Or they? Was that not an act? Was I laughing at the wrong thing? Oops, sorry.
네 남편 죽었더라.
God, look how little her waist is.
운동훈이랑 계획한 게? 일단 우리 주고받을 게 있죠, 사모님.
Yes, 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 yes.
어떻게 말끝마다 남의 자식을 입에 올려? 엄마가 돼서? 오빠!
너한텐 두 가지 선택지가 있어. 피해자 유가족 집 주소야. 가서 사죄하고 죗값을 받던가 아님 여기서 우리 끝내던가.
그냥 혼자 지랄하다가 발을 헛디뎌서.
있었네? 그 여자.
See? Told on herself. Mistakes after mistakes.
우리? 오빠가 문동은 만난 순간부터 우린 없었어.
He wasn't even gonna leave her.
최 변호사님 접니다.
Damn. Do it. What does do it mean? I am hype.
야, 이 씨발 이러면 친권을 뺏긴다며.
She got that phone.
해가지고 재준이가 나랑만 하면 이상하게 빨리 산다고 했거든? 그럼 나랑도 뜨거운 거 아니야?
그건 그냥 조르가 병신아. 아 가라고. 제일 병신은 너야.
야, 이 사람!
넌
차디찬 바닷속에서 오래오래 썩어가.
Amen.
당신
It's a good release for her. I hope so.
아, 저는 운전자분 변호사고요. 운전자분께서 합의를 진행하시고자 직접 오셨거든요.
제발 그렇게 단칼에 긋지 마시고 서로 금액 얘기라도 차분히 나눠보다 보면은.
합의 안 합니다. 연락하지 마세요.
문동, 응?
거기 이름 쓰시고
Now she remember.
써주시면 됩니다.
You didn't have to pay off so many
네.
people. It's hard to
기억나신 것
recall.
같으니까 연진이 명찰 가지고 계시죠? 연하당에 맡겼던데 그것만 증거로 내주시면 됩니다. 연진이를 내주고 스스로를 구하시겠어요? 결정되면 전화 주세요.
Don't wait too long, bitch. She just be appearing and just walk off.
오늘 아침에
Cause she be dressing.
마셔야지. 먹었어? 먹으라고 말대로 취하지 말고. 내가 전에 죽인다.
Oh man, it's a lot of videos. She gonna write I quit.
속은 맞지만 살인은 아니에요.
Oh, she's not gone yet.
예솔이 절대 인터넷 못하게 하고.
예성님.
아 벌써 다 봤어. 엄마 친구 괴롭혔어? 뜨거운
Yep.
거 몸에 댔어? 엄마도 나가. 나 커서 기상캐스터 안 할 거야. 엄마는 이제 자랑스럽지 않아.
Listen, y'all gonna take me to jail. My child tell me that.
철없던 시절.
I'll confess to everything
오늘 다른 친구 장례식이 있어서요.
that you killed. Girl, please get out of here. Get out of here.
당신 따라.
Oh, look at her sober self. I'm proud of that part.
뭐냐 이거? 시즌 2냐?
나 아니야. 뭐야 이거? 누가 보냈어? 죽은 새끼가 보냈을 리는 없고 이거 누구야?
너 손명호랑 잤어?
와, 그 새끼? 이 사람이 약만 처먹은 게 아니었네.
나 아니라고! 형 맞네. 왜? 네 영상 또 내 걸로 덮게?
I feel like this is my child's funeral. What are y'all doing? Ghetto.
대단한 척들 하더니 한 년은 친구 영상이나 까고 한 년은 그거 덮자고 죽은 애 임신이나 까고 이들은 존나 뭐 아주 고급스럽다.
뭘 깠다고?
너구나. 남의 고통을 즐거워하는 넌 같은 년 심판받아야 해.
Oh my fucking god. What? In front of everybody?
너 내가 좋아하지? 그거 실로 입어.
문동훈이랑 한패 맞네. 운동이라며. 그럼 뭐 부검 그런 거 할 건가? 부검하면 뭐 뱃속에 있는 것도 다 나오고 그러나?
Is he the? I thought Mayon was the daddy of her baby.
저희 손명호가 아니었어요. 전재준이었어요. 죽어도 싼 새끼.
누구야? 어떤 새끼야?
전 대표가 그러는데 예솔이 도영이 아니라며.
제 애입니다, 예솔이.
뭐?
She's like, let me process this.
아드님이 호적 좀 파주시죠. 우리 예솔이.
야 이 미친 새끼야!
Poor thing. She don't deserve this. She does not deserve this. Poor thing.
공주님 뭐해?
Yes. Yes. So, had some technical difficulties, and unbeknownst to me, my camera cut off in the middle of recording episode 15. So I think you probably get about, I'm like halfway through the episode and it cut off, unbeknownst to me. So just to let you know my thoughts about the entire episode, the end of the episode was really a plot twist. We need to know what Dr. Boyfriend knew and when, and was he somehow engineering all of this so that she would come to him, which is kind of creepy. Oh, I hope that's not the case. I am hoping that when Ho-Si, right, that's the girl that was pushed off the building, when she died, I am thinking maybe the mother was not emotionally well and the father helped her, and then she maybe had another emotional break or some kind of health crisis. And after, Dr. Boyfriend's father passed, he became the point of contact just to honor his father, to keep what his father had going. I am hoping that's the case. I am hoping that he has not been a creeper, McCreeperton this whole time. I would be so sorely disappointed, because that would be another person that she has to be disappointed in. And that means he's not a true Avenger. And that really disappoints me. Also, Youngjian's mother, whew, that's a doozy. Her mother basically sold her out to save herself. But, you know, here's the thing. Dong Yoon had been disappointed by her mother early in her life and often. So even though I don't think you can ever truly get used to that betrayal by the person that you are should be closest to, she was kind of like jaded by it. She, you know, it didn't affect her as much because she's been experiencing it for quite some time. So it's a little different when her mother showed up, when Dong Yoon, like Youngjin, used her mother to try to get back at Dong Yoon. Dong Yoon was like, yep, she's here. What trouble we gonna have to deal with now? Like, she was used to that. For Youngjin to experience the betrayal in her face like that, that was a completely new emotion for her. And I almost felt sorry for her. Not truly, but almost. You know, and I think Dong Yoon writing these letters to Youngjin is like, hey, you bullied me, but truly we had more in common than not. And you just didn't know it. Youngjin's mother was a mother from an aesthetic standpoint, you know, outwardly. She's my daughter. She's an extension of me. What she looks like and what happens to her in life affects what people think of me. So let me make sure that she looks a certain way. She gets to the right school. She has the right job. She marries the right man. Because again, what those things in her life affects me. So I'm going to make sure these things are taken care of. She had no interest in guiding her emotionally. She had no interest in guiding her, shaping her morals in life. She told her, you know, these people are beneath you. Jae-jung, because his parents were rich, he was okay to hang out with. But the flight attendant, I think she was like, in Mayong, she was like, you don't need to hang out with them because they are beneath you. Sarah is okay because her father was a prominent pastor. They were really rich. So those type of people were okay to be around. Poor people are beneath you. You treat them as such. You crush them and you keep moving. You never, essentially, because she kept telling her, you know, none of the answers are in the past. You just keep moving forward. So you don't need to apologize for your past actions because that's beneath you. So she really wasn't, she wasn't a good mother. Now, to Ye Jung's credit, I do think she was trying to be a good mother to Ye Sol. She really didn't talk about talking down to people. She did talk about being rich, so maybe not. Maybe she just hadn't got to that point where it's, you know, it's like 5 years old. It really isn't a lot of complicated things that you really have to discuss with them. You don't have to. You can, but you don't have to. But, you know, she wasn't really trying to tell her that people were beneath her yet. She did talk about being rich and how great that was and how important it was to be rich. But she didn't really talk down about other people. But again, she didn't really have poor people in her life for, I guess, that to be a discussion. But yeah, Ye Jung's mother was terrible. Will be terrible. And she just was like, you know, so cold. She crying and she's like, well, why would you do this to me? She's like, I can't be your mama. Find somebody else to do it. She like that TikTok. Get somebody else to do it. That's terrible. Sarah is up the river permanently. Her family is off the board. Like, The daddy is in jail. Sarah is in jail. Sarah got multiple problems. She's a part of the tax evasion scheme because she was the artist. Those were her art shows. She was already in trouble for the drug use in public or whatever. And now attempted murder. It's a miracle that the flight attendant didn't die. But her vocal cords were severely damaged. She probably won't be able to talk anymore. And Jae-jung used that as the excuse to throw her to the curb, even though he was going to do it anyway. Terrible, terrible people. Now, I, along with Dong Yoon, thought that Mayong was the father of Hosi's unborn child, when all along it was Jae-jung. He probably raped that girl. Because he's so abusive and aggressive towards all women. I mean, he's supposedly in love with Youngjian, but he had tried to choke her out. Like, he's such a terrible person. There's no way that Ye Sol needs to be with him in any shape or form. Also Youngjin was, her husband gave her a choice. She said she don't want to apologize for what happened to the girl being pushed off the building. So he was like, all right, yeah, we're going to get divorced. It's over. It's over. So I am going to go ahead and watch episode 16 now, so I can see how this ends. So I will see you for episode 16.